What's going on, you guys? My name's Ty Knots and welcome to Top 5 Unknowns, 5 banned video games. Number 5. Many games are known to push the envelope with their bad taste or violent themes. However, none press their luck quite as far as the Postal series. The series has been ongoing for a number of years and follows the storyline of an ordinary guy simply trying to run errands. However, he's quickly driven mad and turns to violence. The game's humor is certainly a difficult one to follow, and the country of New Zealand has made no attempt to be on board. New Zealand has banned the game, citing it as gross, crude, highly violent, cruel to animals, homophobic, racial, and stereotypical. The country is so serious about this ban that if you're found with a copy of the game, you're subject to a $1,400 fine. Number 4. Very few video games have ever been banned in the United States. However, one such game was released back in 2004 by Top Heavy Studios. The game was known simply as the Guy Game and earned itself a score of 47 on Metacritic. The gameplay, if you could call it that, was a standard trivia competition. However, if you managed to answer every question correctly, you'd be greeted with a screen of young women raising their shirts for you. Though the game was ultimately banned when news came out that one of the young women in the video was actually just 17 years old. A lawsuit quickly ensued and the charges were placed against the developer team. A recall was immediately issued and all copies of the game were either seized or destroyed. Number 3. Thrill Kill was a video game set to be released in the 1990s for the original PlayStation. It was very similar to Mortal Kombat, though it was considerably more violent and contained pretty dramatic scenes of gore. The game was actually pretty well made for its time, including features uncommon for games of the time period such as 4-player combat and an engine dedicated more toward dealing damage than avoiding it. However, the game never actually saw the light of day. One of the main selling points for the game was that its cast consisted of cannibals and killers. When sent to the ESRB for review, it received an adults-only rating, which caused EA to cancel the game only weeks before its official release. However, the game is actually one of the most popular leaked games for the PlayStation, with developers of the game posting it online for users to enjoy. It's been widely distributed as a bootleg title and has become a favorite among many modified PlayStation 1 owners. Number 2. Death Race was an arcade game released back in 1976, which involved players taking the driver's seat and running over small white gremlins, who would then let out a terrifying scream. However, because of this theme, to many viewers, the game was simply an emulator for running over pedestrians. Because of this, when Death Race arcade cabinets began showing up at bars, restaurants, and gaming businesses, it found itself engulfed in one of the very first video game controversies in history. The game was quickly pulled from many arcades, and many suppliers refused to rent the cabinets to future clients. However, regardless of this, the developers behind Death Race still managed to sell more than 1,000 machines, doubling their initial sales figures. Number 1. Carmageddon can be thought of as a modern equivalent to the previously mentioned Death Race. It involves a player driving a car, and players can compete in levels by ignoring other drivers and simply crushing every pedestrian you can find with a disturbingly designed car with spiked bumpers. The BBFC ultimately refused to grant the game an age rating unless all blood and gore was removed. Developers hesitantly complied, and all of the blood was replaced with green ooze and oil to represent the inhabitants as either non-human or robots. Though rather quickly after release, an unofficial patch came out that restored the game to its original blood-filled glory. The game continued on to sell more than 2 million copies, with the original unmodified version being readily available on the internet. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to click that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to keep updated with our videos.